very good afternoon. This is Younib TV at 1. My name is Joseph Kamau. On to our first story. The Kenya-Uganda Coast Tourism Conference is scheduled to take place in Kampala, Uganda this year, with over 500 tourists registered to attend. A campaign to promote tourism in Kampala and the coastal cities and towns of Kenya has been initiated by stakeholders under the auspices of the Kenya-Uganda Tourism Conference. The campaign aims to highlight distinctive tourist attractions and monuments in the country.
We expect to work very closely with the county government of Uasin Gishu and the national government and other stakeholders to ensure that we bring investors to Eldoret and we guide them so that it can become easy for them to invest in our city. We want Eldoret to be the best investment destination here in Kenya and to be a preferred investment city in Kenya among the 5 cities of Kenya.
Ambayo inafanyika ni ya watu wadogo na wakatikati. Lakini sasa vile itakuwa city, naona hata wafanyabiashara wakubwa watakuja. Na wakati tulikuwa na mkutano pia na county kuhusu mambo ya wafanyabiashara na nini inaweza fanyika, niliweza kuulizia jambo la kama tunaweza kuwa na zone ambayo itakuwa wafanyabiashara. Hii town ni strategic kwa sababu ina serve western na ina serve northern frontiers, Sudan, Turkana and so on. Na inaserve sehemu za Kitale. Tuseme ni town ambayo ilikuwa wakati wako umefika.
Maize leaves, which is also a further indication of the bounty, the agricultural bounty of Uasin Gishu. You have a giraffe here. The head of a giraffe, this is what we call the Rothschild giraffe or the Nubian giraffe, which is a native of this place. There is a root, there are roots indicated here. Of course, as you know, roots symbolize stability and life and continuity. And years back, we had thousands and thousands of acres of wattle trees.
Now, the nominations of Beatrice Askell as the Cabinet Secretary for Regional Development and East African Community Affairs and the Attorney General nominee Dorcas Oduor have received the support of the National Assembly. This happens when the National Assembly Committee on Appointments led by the Speaker report on the two was submitted and approved.
Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to raise my voice on this motion. Honorable Speaker, I want to start by appreciating the committee on...
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Kenya is a melting point of many nation states. And Mr. Speaker,
no member, Mr. Speaker, has cast any aspersions on any nominee, Mr. Speaker, and this is a confirmation that the nominees are suitable and competent enough to hold the offices that they have been proposed to, Mr. Speaker.
This House approves the appointment of the following persons. Ms. Beatrice Askell Moe as the Cabinet Secretary for East African Community Affairs and Regional Development, and Ms. Dorcas Agik Odong Oduor, Senior Counsel OGW, as the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Now, on matters health, monkeypox, also referred to as mpox, is a zoonotic illness that was first identified in 1958 in lab-raised primates. The world's earliest occurrence was documented in the early 1970s, and they involved people who had interacted with wild animals. The infectious virus can spread from person to person through contact with body fluids and occasionally through sexual intercourse.
The declaration also brings together the concept of solidarity and equity to be able to unlock resources to be able to address this problem, including the medical countermeasures and other non-medical countermeasures. Our designated testing laboratory for now is the National Virology Reference Lab in Nairobi, but we also have KEMRI Walter Reed in Kisumu, the CDC lab in Kisumu, and also KEMRI for now. Especially those who are not on antiretrovirals or those who are on treatment but have not achieved viral suppression could be at risk of developing serious severe mpox disease.
Now, on to politics. The impeachment hearing for Meru Governor Kavira Mwangaza is scheduled for Monday and Tuesday of next week. The senators have decided to hold the hearings in plenary involving all members rather than in an 11-member committee.
Order number 6, notices of motion. The clerk to circulate documents received from the parties, including the plenary hearing program, to all honorable senators by close of business on Sunday, the 18th of August 2024, by 5 p.m. The Senate shall investigate the matter in plenary on Monday, the 19th of August, and on Tuesday, the 20th of August 2024.
Honorable senators, order.
Senator Mundigi.
To avoid being salamiwad by the Gen Z, Mr. Speaker, it is better nowadays to put things on the open, because committees sometimes in the nature, Mr. Speaker, can sometimes escape the attention of the public, Mr. Speaker.
Njia ile ambayo itachukuliwa ni njia ile ambayo sisi sote tutafuatilia. Na sote tuko hapa, tutajadiliana na tuona ni njia ipi inafaa kuelekea.
Many of the people who are shouting plenary here, we have been with them through these processes before. You will be sitting there and there will be 3 people in this chamber.
Now we are going to take a short break. Keep it locked at Younib TV. We'll be back with more news updates.
Je, wewe ni mfanyabiashara katika sekta ya elimu, afya bora, usafiri ama unamiliki kampuni yoyote ile? Ungependa kupata fursa ya kutangaza biashara yako ili kuwafikia wateja zaidi? Usikonde. Runinga ya Younib inakupa fursa ya kupeperusha matangazo kuhusu bidhaa na huduma unazotoa kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, wasiliana nasi kupitia nambari za simu 0750344700 ama kupitia barua pepe marketing@younibtv.com. Jinyakulie leo. Younib TV, ever the best.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. Remember, this is Younib TV News at 1. Now, still on matters politics, yesterday, President William Ruto reaffirmed the government's pledge to guarantee that all applicants, regardless of financial situation, get admitted to the universities. Speaking on Wednesday at the conclusion of his 3-day tour of the Kusii region, President Ruto expressed confidence in the 82 billion shillings allotted, saying it will be enough to pay for loans, grants, and scholarships for students attending higher education institutions. Here is the report.
We have increased the money available for funding for our higher education. We have increased the money from 45 billion to 82 billion. The letters that were issued by our universities were misleading because they were talking about the cost of the courses. We want letters to be released. Those that were released earlier to be withdrawn and proper letters issued. We want to make sure that every child in Kenya has access to education. And I want to assure parents that we will make sure that no child in Kenya remains out of higher education because of the ability of their parent. We will make sure every child has an opportunity to acquire higher education knowledge in our universities and in our TVETs.
Now, the municipality of Eldoret can now officially become a city thanks to the approval from the Standing Committee on Devolution and Intergovernmental Relations. Eldoret satisfied the qualification to be a city, and now, today, the President and the Senator from Uasin Gishu, together with the Governor and the Senate Speaker, Amason Kingi, will be granting Eldoret a charter, making it a city from today. Here is the report.
We expect to work very closely with the county government of Uasin Gishu and the national government and other stakeholders to ensure that we bring investors to Eldoret and we guide them so that it can become easy for them to invest in our city. We want Eldoret to be the best investment destination here in Kenya and to be a preferred investment city in Kenya among the 5 cities of Kenya.
Ambayo inafanyika ni ya watu wadogo na wakatikati. Lakini sasa vile itakuwa city, naona hata wafanyabiashara wakubwa watakuja. Na wakati tulikuwa na mkutano pia na county kuhusu mambo ya wafanyabiashara na nini inaweza fanyika, niliweza kuulizia jambo la kama tunaweza kuwa na zone ambayo itakuwa wafanyabiashara. Hii town ni strategic kwa sababu ina serve western na ina serve northern frontiers, Sudan, Turkana and so on, na ina serve sehemu za Kitale. Tuseme ni town ambayo ilikuwa wakati wako umefika.
Maize leaves, which is also a further indication of the bounty, the agricultural bounty of Uasin Gishu. You have a giraffe here, the head of a giraffe. This is what we call the Rothschild giraffe, or the Nubian giraffe, which is a native of this place. There is a root. There are roots indicated here. Of course, as you know, roots symbolize stability and life and continuity. And years back, we had thousands and thousands of acres of wattle trees.
Now, due to incomplete and delayed wage payments, the University Academic Staff Union, UASU, has declared a 7-day walkout which could shut down all academic operations at public institutions. Secretary General Constantine Wasonga made this announcement on Wednesday following a meeting of the National Executive Committee. He also issued a warning stating that there may be disruptions to instructions in all public universities in September when returning and new students returning. Peter, nisongesha. What the fuck? Hapo. Hapo Peter, rudi chini. Chini, hapo. Hapo. Oh, sorry for that technical itch. Now, following the end of the 2024 Games in Paris, France, Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli met with the athletes from the National Police Service yesterday morning at the Jago House office. Here is the report.
For your support. Without you singekuwa hapa. Pia ningependa kusema asante pia kwa ile chance yenye mmetupea as athletes to go out, go and participate, because sisi tunafaa kuwa kazini kuhudumia wananchi huko nje, but that chance yenye mmetupatia, we go and to our camps and train. So kitenye nataka kuambia tu, we will not disappoint you.
It's a really good effort you've done to us. What I will say, keep on keeping on. You train hard, and I'm so happy because it's a calling. It's a calling whereby you have to accept with the call and go out of your way. By doing so, training and coming up with such a marvelous, sterling performance in the operation or in the Olympics that has just ended.
In life, now we have come to the end of our news bulletin at 1. My name is Joseph Kamau. Now, many people say you need a lot of things to succeed, while others will tell you that you need only 3 things to succeed: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. Till next time we meet, adios.
Go.